What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. Today, we're jumping into the sounds of one of my favourite artists in the UK right now, BackRoad Gee. This one alongside MS Banks. It goes by the name Nyege Lewa. I believe that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, very excited to get into this one. It is off his most recent album project. The video for this one dropped yesterday afternoon. I was pretty much off radar for the entirety of yesterday because I went to go see Spider-Man and I didn't want to see any spoilers, so I just stayed off the internet the entire time. However, let's jump into this one. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. But yeah, let's jump right into this one. The sounds of BackRoad Gee and MS Banks. Instrumental sounds great already. Almost 80s style guitar synth chords. Really cool. And those vocals over the top. Just before we jump into this one, I've got to say, there is no doubt in my mind that BackRoad Gee is one of the most impressive artists currently working in the UK. The consistency with which this guy has been releasing, dropping projects, doing features, I don't think there's really anyone in the UK that's been on the same sort of pace as BackRoad Gee this year. If you look around the entirety of what he's been doing, the actual output has been crazy. So when you then go and see the quality of the videos and obviously the support for this project, it is like, it must be quite gratifying for him to kind of get that praise, which is why I'm so excited to jump into this one. So yeah, let's jump right into it.
Baby, can you do this for me? Nyege Lewa on the beat. Bend over, touch your feet. Baby, can you arch it for me? Baby, can you do this for me? Nyege Lewa on the beat.
Let's go, BackRoad.
Bend over, touch your feet.
There is something so unique here about the way that he is able to give this aggressive style vocal without it sounding like too in your face. He has this ridiculously cool gift where he can basically throw out aggressive aggressive enunciation, aggressive kind of performance factor, but it still comes off as smooth and kind of very well thought out in the way that it lands on instrumentals. Again, the instrumental for this is quite it's quite melodic. You've got that really nice kind of vocal in the background. You've got quite punchy drums, but again, they're not too in your face. And BackRoad is shelling over the top of it. Again, he brings such a unique kind of balance of different elements to the table. Really liking the sound of this one so far.
I'm the first that got woo. They know about me, you know who they do. Big machine, what's good? Slap it down to your hood. I can do the book like NSG. Baby, the streets respect me. Baby girl, you wanna love me? Love me. It comes with expensive fee. Remember when they didn't want to know me? That was
Bro, he's shelling. Like, he is shelling. Again, if you go and listen to BackRoad Gee's 2021 discography, and you actually listen across everything that he's done, the level of variation we hear from tune to tune is absolutely crazy. We've heard him over very sort of hard-hitting drill tunes. We've heard him over rap tunes. We've heard him over more sort of Afrobeat-inspired tunes, and tunes like this that are almost like a blend of a load of different elements put together. And I think the way he is able to remain as versatile as he is pretty outstanding, to be honest with you. He sounds so natural over this sort of sound as well. Yeah, big up BackRoad each and every time, man. This is sounding slick so far.
Yeah, baby, go break it down for free. Hey, yeah, baby, go break it down for me. King Brookie, yes, that is me. Hey, life in the flesh, you see. Hey, nobody do it like me. Hey, baby, girl, I do it like baby, can you do this for me? Nyege Lewa on the beat. Bend over, touch your
The video for this is sick as well. It's very simple, but I'm loving the kind of transitions, the sort of fade in and out. It has a very kind of old school nostalgic theme to it, and I think the vocal in the background kind of adds into that as well. It's almost like blinking between memories. That's the impression the video's giving off. And again, the different shots are great. The dance routines look great so far as well. It very much fits the tune, if that makes sense, which is often quite difficult to do with videos in 2021 because people want to see these big, expensive, super high budget ones. This doesn't look like the highest budget video, but it looks like it fits the tune, and for me, that's the most important thing. Really, really cool.
Baby, can you arch it for me? Baby, can you do this for me?
Let's go, Banks.
Bend over, touch your feet. Baby, can you arch it for me?
He said, baby, can you arch it for me? Love it when you do that, please. Blow my back.
Woo, where did this bassline come from?
Squeeze it up, but don't pull my
wow. That bass line is crazy. I mean, Miss Banks sounds great right from the off. I didn't want to pause it that quickly into her verse. I wanted to see where she went. But that bass line is gnarly, bro. Where did that come from? The intro to the tune was quite sporadic in regards to the low end. You had sort of little scatters here and there. But then Miss Banks lands and you get this big booming, almost like dubwise, like system reggae style bass line just appear out of nowhere, just going boom across the low end. And nothing seems to crush, nothing seems to distort. It sounds fantastic. Normally when you get like a big low end introduction like that, the rest of the tune starts to sound a little bit small, but Miss Banks sounds great on top of it. Let's see where her verse goes. Again, she started off really, really good, very clean. Again, very sort of slick, very confident in the approach. This sounds good.
Can hear your body calling for me. Yeah, what? Something for the ladies. Mind slow, put your hands on your knees. Face stink, but the bounce prestige. Step back, watch me fuck it up. He like a kitty for the drug, can't get enough. The body black and it big, yeah, that my love. Touch me, tease me, not into all the funny stuff.
She sounds comfy, man. I don't know if the UK puts enough respect on Miss Banks' name, man. I think she's so cold and consistent. Like, I haven't heard a bad tune from Miss Banks in 2021. Like, she's had a few. Was it called Dip? The tune that she did with Stefflon? I think it was called Dip or something along those lines. Which was wicked. She's had a few really good shows this year as well. And she just keeps popping up in these places, doing like either good features or good vocals in general. Her solo releases have been great as well. I don't think the UK puts enough respect on Miss Banks' name. Personally, that's how I feel. But yeah, this is sounding great. She sounds comfy, fits the tune, wicked.
This year, it can be. Make a man bust them ballers again. Style and the flow too deadly. It's BackRoad Gee and
Baby, can you do this for me? Nyege Lewa on the beat. Bend over, touch your feet.
It's a wicked hook as well.
Baby, can you arch it for me? Baby, can you do this for me?
Like, if I was to describe a typical BackRoad Gee hook to someone, this is how I would describe it. Like, melodic, a lot of movement, interesting flows, but still that grittiness that he brings to the tune, to every tune he kind of steps on. The vocal performance from BackRoad on this is great because he's not kind of moving away from what we love from him. We love this very kind of aggressive, very kind of to the point, hard-hitting rap style, but he makes it work over instrumentals that you wouldn't necessarily think it would work over. And again, this is a testament to that. Shout out to Miss Banks as well. I think she smashed her verse. It definitely fits within the frame of the tune. Not too long either. I think it was a 30. I think it was a 32 in total, which is for me is what you want from a feature, especially when it's someone as prominent as Miss Banks. But yeah, wicked tune, man. We've only got about 40 seconds left, so I think we'll probably hear another hook and then an outro kind of bridge. But yeah, let's see.
Bend over, touch your feet. Baby, can you arch it for me?
Yeah, the instrumental's great. I love the use of that little vocal as well. Like, sometimes when you're using a vocal, like, that to me sounds as nostalgic as that. It feels like I've heard that a couple of times before in my life. It feels like it's either taken from a film soundtrack or it's taken from like a classic older tune. The way it's been reworked into this with that bass line just booming through the middle of it, it's a very solid piece of production work, and these two both work very, very nicely over the top of it. I think it's a really clever link up, especially over this instrumental in particular. We'll let this one run through to the end and then we'll get into our final breakdown. But yeah, I've enjoyed this one a lot. Again, even that for a set, like, there's not really much going on there. You've got sand, a curtain, and some lighting in the background. That's it. And they've managed to make a very kind of fluid-looking video that is very kind of, not interactive as much, but it definitely draws you in. It's got a very kind of charming nature to it. And for me, that's so much more impressive than the super high-budget stuff. Like, making a simple video look good for me is a lot more impressive. I don't know if that's the same for anyone else, but that's definitely the case for me. There we go then, BackRoad Gee and Nyege Lewa featuring Miss Banks. Again, I don't know if the title of the tune is a reference to a song that I would recognise. I probably should know that, but unfortunately I don't. I do apologise, but it definitely feels like there's some sort of link back possibly to that vocal, because it's definitely a vocal I recognise, and that title may well be what it's from originally, or just a reference to where it's originally from. But yeah, I think BackRoad Gee does a great job on this. I love his delivery. I love the fact that he stays very true to himself, and I also like the fact that Miss Banks comes onto this super smooth, super clean, and the pair work in tandem really nicely. I think their back and forth works quite nicely between sort of her verse and the hook, and overall, yeah, I'm a fan of this one as well. Really nice tune. Do go and check out the album. There it is down there. It is in the description. You can go and check it out there. Overall, it's a solid body of work from what I remember. I listened through the whole thing once and haven't listened back to it, so again, I haven't really properly listened into each of the tunes until they land at a later date. But overall, very good. There you go. You can even go onto the video and go and grab it from there. I'll leave a link to this video in the description down below. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Welcome back to CubCamTV. If you are returning, if you are new, please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. And I shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.